Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the finest Dawn of War Unification casts this side of East Yorkshire. And today we've got a 1 versus 1 on Fatamorga. On the other side, as the Thousand Suns, we've got Porotin. On the northern side, as the Space Wolves, we've got Korn will be opening up with a Iron Priest and a Wolf Den. Whereas Porotin is going to be, what are you going to do? He's just chilling out at the moment, just thinking, having a really good umming and ahhing about what he's going to do. There we go, he's going to go for Warp Gate, Sorcerer Lord, and a couple of Ral Wizards. Psyche Flip, it's like the battle of, is it Prosperota, whatever the Thousand Suns homeworld is, and the Space Wolves have come along to sort out that cheeky Magnus the Red, bring him to justice for using magic, and all that good stuff. So, yeah, seeing a game with the Space Wolves in, always a treat, always a pleasure to see. And yeah, I think that the Space Wolves are going to have the advantage in the early game, considering that one Porotin was a little bit slow to open up the game, although maybe there was a technical issue. I assume that was what the case was from his perspective. It's gone for Warp Gate. So, or what are they called? The actual Rubik Marines come out. I don't think they're going to be beating the Grey Slayers in a straight up 1v1 until the Dark Library comes out and they get their Aspiring Sorcerer in there. Probably would have been better to get the Demon Gate out straight away. And the Grey Slayers are down here thinking, where is everyone? What's going on? Ah, they're over here. Come over and start bashing things up. Yeah, quite slow, like I say. Sorcerer Lord will come out, and he'll quite handily kick the living heck out of all these guys. Going to go straight for the Demon Summoning, as that is, like I said, a million bajillion times easiest spot they can use. Pop a demon down, have a grand old time. Although one advantage of the Space Wolves is that they can deep strike a whole smorgasbord of people in. Iron Priest going to rustle the jimmies of this Crucible of Sorcery. Going to nick some scrap off the side as the Sorcerer Lord continues to chase after the Grey Slayers to the best of his abilities. Ral Wizard's also going to get involved with the Iron Priest, but he's got his scrap now. There's no need for him to stick around. He can now walk all the way back home and carry on building stuff as the Lesser Zinch spawn comes on forward. A bit of a miss from those Doom Bolts there. And what are you going to be? You are going to be another Iron Priest. Some more scrap potentially for them. I do apologise. Dear oh dear, if you watched the game yesterday, you'll be aware that one is very poorly at the moment. Thankfully, Mrs. Landshark came along the other day to make a care package of medicine and soft, easily edible and digestible food. And I'm feeling a little bit better, but, still on the verge of death, boys and girls, still on the verge. Either way, Conjured Demon Entity, being a nuisance, throwing down some sparkles, as the Rubik Marines get chased around by the Wolf Lord, who is fairly decent in close combat. Don't know if you can take on the Sorcerer Lord in a straight at 1v1, unless it's Zinc Spawn really getting some money's worth from this. But while I was a bit desperate at the beginning, Thousand Suns might have been a bit touch and go there, but they have now started to stabilise. The Dark Library is on the way. Yeah, that Lesser Zinc Spawn showing the Space Wolves what it means to be a big blue dude. Some powerful glutes, I must say. Yeah, there we go. He doesn't skip leg day, does he? He's always squatting in the gym. Have a couple of halls of knowledge on the go for him, as everyone is capturing their nearest and dearest. Wolflord still knocking around as Crystal floats on down as the Rune Squad constant is being built up. The Marines firing away at the Wolflord, but doing barely any damage. Not to his fine crafted armour. The Iron Priest comes along. Might even be the same Iron Priest, to be honest. Walks all the way back home just to get teleported back in. Steal more scrap as they go on. Some runic armour to improve the durability of the Rubik Marines. Still, that Wolflord is going on strong. No Sorcerer Lord. Keen to show that Iron Priest what's what. Do still have that Demon Entity there, but he has gone back home. Back to the wharf where he comes from. Current economy is 86 and 24, compared to 65 and 17. And the Iron Priest just bobbing and weaving between everyone. So yeah, like I say, would have probably preferred to see a Demon Gate, but the Rubik Marines managing to hold off. What's the plan for you, Korn Champ? I suppose you've got enough scrap probably to get up into tier 2. in theory, you've already also maximised your squad cap by going for the sheer amount of Grey Slayers. Across the battlefield, you've got 2 squads down here with Flamers. Will slowly make their way through the Silver Spire. Now been upgraded and we'll start shooting these guys. Bolts of lightning. Also there's a model, sadly. And the Wolf Lord still being an absolute nuisance on the flanks. No one's able to get him down as of yet, but the Grey Slayer's falling down pretty quickly. Silver Spire. But normally see heavy infantry die so quickly to a listing post shooty thingy-majiggy. Well, I suppose, canon-wise, these guys don't. And well, they're not meant to wear helmets, are they? That's why so many Space Wolves died in the Battle of Prospera, because the Thousand Sons just shot them in the head, which is quite funny, if you ask me. Like, yes, we are wearing the finest armour. Well, maybe not the finest, but certainly up there in the top 10 of armour across the universe. But we won't wear a helmet because screw you guys. We want our hair to blow in the wind. That's what they do. Are seeing so. Oh, that's interesting. 2 Unification games in a. Is it in a row? I think it's in a row. Where we're seeing some razor wire rotated, might I add. It's quite nice. And Thousand Sons moving down the middle, seeing what they can see. Not captured the critical location, which is what these Feral Wizards, I assume, are doing, but probably a misclick there. More Grey Slayers and more barbed wire as well. Here they come. Good use of the Doom Bolt there. Definitely makes up for the missed one earlier on. And be careful with your positioning around the booby trap point, as these are mines. Granted, they don't give the Space Wolves a significant amount of money. That's because they get most of their money from these halls of knowledge. Only got 2 at the moment there. And you've gone for the Wolf Priest. You are now in tier 2. And grenades, pack increase. They've also got a cryo gun. And a couple of grenades in the ranks here. And then close enough. Sorcerer Lord standing still a little bit. Summon that lets us in spawn. And also a bunch of demonic entity on the far flanks. That is quite quickly there. That's where I was going to make sure he spawned a little bit away from the combat engagement. Not bad at all. Ruben Reed's repositioning over on this side, but then being slowed down by the razor wire. Fire gun freezing the backsides off as the Sorcerer Lord goes down. Very unfortunate. This is in spawn. Are you armed with a flame? What on earth are you armed with a flamer? Oh, where you upgraded. That's why you are. It's about to flame for your mouth. There's one poor unfortunate Ruben Marine. Slowed down by everything. Ruben Marines aren't fast at the best of times. And because that dude's been slowed down, are you all been slowed down? No, I don't think so. Never mind me. Never mind me. But there we go. The Space Wolves defending their half and home. And I suppose one thing as well is that the Thousand Sons come over here and see, oh, well, we might be able to do some bashing of the economy, but there's no economy to bash, apart from the small amount of blue money that they get from capturing those bits. Feral Wizards, now almost halfway to capturing this critical location, will not be faring all that well. The Space Wolves come a-knocking. They've got some plasma guns, which will help them massively against the Rubik Marines. And we've also got a Wolf Priest in there for health regen and all the usual stuff. I do believe as well that the Wolf Lord gives them a general buff to close combat stuff as well, should they need that. Cult Forge on the way, and Grey Slayers don't have access to anti. Oh no, you've got melter guns, but they've now packed to the brim with plasma guns, so maybe some vehicles might be the way forward. Oh gosh, do you know that feeling when you need to sneeze but you can't sneeze? It's that at the moment. Oh wait, ugh. Never mind, I'll just tweak the old nose and see if that fixes anything. Silver Spire is dead. Oh god, it's like it's burning the eyes as well. Oh gosh. Tell you what, big boy. If you're currently in good health at the moment, take a deep breath. Really take this moment to really appreciate a working set of lungs. Oh, sorry, 2 seconds. False alarm. I was going to sneeze, but then my nose decided to not. Blue ball by my own nose. By the way, there's a rhino, and the Rubik Marines are being transported around in there, which is a fairly decent idea. Throw down some doom bolts before coming back out. I don't think that standing around this engagement is going to do them any favours, not against all these plasma guns. They have gone for a couple of Inferno bolts, but may as well take them back home for a little bit, get the maximum quota, which is not 4 of them. Is it Inferno bolts or is it Warp bolts that do the damage against heavy infantry? One or the other. Oh, well, there's a Rhino sat around. More demons as well. Iron Priest stealing the old scrap and lead from the roof tilings of the Silver Spire. And is the Sorcerer Lord still alive? Oh, he was. He just died this very moment. Very unfortunate. Nigel the Rhino, he's holding up fairly well at the moment. Are they going to get another Rhino? I assume probably not. Oh, no, they are going to go for another Rhino. Why go for a Rhino if you've got no infantry? One squad of Rubik Marines and a Practicus Coven. Practicus Coven will be good for tying these guys up. Rhino just tanking all the damage, as a tank should. And decaps coming in from this squad of Grey Slayers. So yeah, you know what? You've paid for yourself, basically, Rhino. I mean, these guys could have came in and started doing some serious mischief inside the base, but no, you've just distracted all their attention, allowing these squads to make their way out. Got a chosen squad coming from the Crucible of Sorcery as well, and a Ferrum Infernus Dreadnought. The close combat Argy-Bargies slap these guys around. You are losing your relic and your strategic point. And what kind of flag have you got? Oh, just a regular flag. Have you got an interesting flag? Yeah, just standard flags. No flashy stuff going on with the liveries of these players. More rune scrap constructs. Current economy is 74 and 47. Will change soon, obviously, to 96 and 25. Triple halls of knowledge have been finished. Scrap recovery increases. God of all wars, all the usual upgrades for increased amounts of scrap that they can hold, and damage and general upgrades. Bog fangs, long range weapons, plus some missile launchers to take on the Rhinos. Upgrades been thrown about. Or these mines, I can't quite tell. They feel like mines. What is doing this damage? Someone's doing it. I don't care. At the moment, all I can see is tears welling in my eyes. Here he comes, the Infernus Dreadnought, ready to bump and grind with those powerful claws of his. The Space Wolves, without the long fangs, the rocket launchers, won't be able to stand up to the combined arms of the Thousand Suns, so won't to fall back. Although once they pass this razor wire, that will give them some space. Oh no, it slows everyone down. But isn't that unfortunate? Well, it slows down the Practicus Coven enough for these guys to catch up and scare away the Coven on their floaty discs. Which is good for them. Pretty decent. All the same, Iron Priest, he's probably gone stealing some bits and bobs. Much like leaving your bicycle in a whole city centre overnight. Can't expect it to still be there in the morning. Some cheeky so-and-so will have came and took it all away. And now it's a standoff. Space Wolves on the north, Thousand Suns on the south. Space Wolves have got plenty of money. Got a field generator. That's nice. What do you do, field generator? You're quite small. What's your purpose? What's your function? Tiny generator made out of scrap parts. Fairly powerful but short-lived. Will only... Oh, right, okay, you increase green money, but only for a short amount of time. All right, Aru, that makes sense. That makes sense indeed. I suppose when you've got a surplus of blue, why not, eh? Squad cap increases. Iron Priest building up some more wolf dens. Yeah, they've got plenty of money, so why not? And the Thousand Suns just licking their wounds. Going for tier 3 now. And Hellblades on the cards, but we'll need to wait for this tier 3 to finish researching before they're able to get their vehicle cap increases. Might have served them better to get that increase first before going up. Space Wolves now spending a lot of money, which I assume is on that, yeah, tier 3. Champions Portal. Portal of Champions. And the Grey Slayers march on forth with the long fangs on the back lines. Practicus Coven coming around the left-hand side. I assume it's lulling them into a false sense of security before turning around and getting them on both sides, but I don't think that'll work for them. I don't think the flanking force or the frontline force is strong enough if you are going to go for a flanking maneuver, which actually, in our PvP workshop the other day, on this very map, we saw, on this actually very part of the map actually, Necrons over here, and then, who were they? They were the sneaky sniper people that came around over here, died more or less instantly. There weren't enough people on the front line to distract the firepower from the opponent. But they're going to do it anyway. Gosh darn it. They're going to come on over. Well, I mean, I suppose they've at least given space for the Rhino to come in. Bringing forth the Chosen to tie up more lads and lasses, but they've gone for the squad for Wolf Lording. One of the most optimal to engage in close combat. River Marines over here being shot up pretty severely. Practicus coming and had that morale broken. The Chosen certainly chewing up these Grey Slayers. Very in fairness, Dreadnought. A nice idea in theory, but it's just not quick enough to keep up with the moving squads and changing battlefields. I mean, if anything at this point, I suppose he is engaging with some people. Some people are determining just to stay over there. Small amounts of Ruben Marines though. And the Iron Priest also going to come over, see if they can assist in punching people in the close combats. Really, perfect fairness Dreadnought. In theory, should not be engaging these guys too much in close combat because no one else will run away from it. A lack of micro from Korn Champ here. I suppose if you're microing one squad away from the Dreadnought, then you're not microing another squad from something else. They're planning just to, I assume, to stand firm and take everything on the chinny chin chin. That's what my theory is. Here comes a Hellblade. And would a couple of Hellblades make the difference? I mean, you've got squad cap for another one, I think. Is free. Source Lord on the way out, which, I mean, it's surprising that we've seen no Source Lord for this length of time, as he is pretty crucial to the Thousand Suns unit composition all the way through the game. One in fairness, Dreadnought there, right in the middle, taking no nonsense. Saw those long fangs and thought, right, you know what, your missile launchers, no good, first combat, aren't they? And he's actually going to take out a full squad of long fangs, all by his lonesome. Got a champion. And the Iron Priest coming over on the left side. More stuff, also the Practicus covered, being a mischief, but also being shot at by the Grey Slayers. And it's just a really long combat, if anything. No mass on mass, it's just wherever they're sitting, it's wherever they're fighting. And some assault, storm, God, that's a lot of nouns and adjectives. Assault, storm, claw, terminator, squad. There we go. So that 10 times fast while your eyes are leaking, your nose is leaking, and everything's leaking. Oh dear. The Rune Priest as well. The men all pleased and good. Pardon me again. Priests have now going back over. They've done their job. And the silver people, the Space Wolves, are still holding that bridge. Thousand Suns falling back, Chosen squabbling their way down south. We have seen a altar of Zinch, so bigger, badder. Oh, they're also standing in a circle, which is quite nice. And you are the Chosen Ruben Marines, so you do a lot more damage, although you don't have access to any of the special weapons that the regular Ruben Marines do. I assume there's a reason for that. Are you armed with anything special? No, but you do look really cool. I do like the aesthetics of the Thousand Suns, not gonna lie. Never been a fan of, like, very heavy, like, Egyptian themes. I was a little bit put off by the Necrons when they were basically turned into spacefarers. But then you kind of get used to it. You know what? I'm fine. I'm fine with it. So when I played Age of Mythology, my favourite ones were obviously the Greeks. Mainly I just couldn't get my head around the Egyptians. Sorry, I completely forgot what I was doing. There's Chosen charging on towards the Long Fangs. Source Lord top up right in the middle. So it's a couple of demons. And very nice engagement from Porotin, yeah. So all the units that he needed to focus on jumped straight on top of them, while allowing the Chosen Rubik Marines, Predator and Hellblade to make the damage felt in their ranks. No, gonna have to fall back, do what they can, to the best of their ability. Well, they don't seem to have lost all that much. No, they seem to have still quite a good fighting force on them at the moment. And now that the Thousand Sons have spent all their engagements engaging who they need to, they've now been in lead position. Can the Thousand Sons keep the pressure on them? As was covered, has been sent backwards. Essentially, again, another very long combat here. Whistles are losing them around. But the Sorcerer Lord's been taken out, and that's basically going to be the Thousand Sons finished in this particular engagement. Will need to fall back swiftly as they can to preserve their fighting forces, much like the Space Wolves did. The second mech Val Terminators are out, and you are the close combat variants. I assume so, because you've got that cool sword. Sorry again. Oh god, my ability to sneeze is severely lacking, much like this Rubik Marine's ability to stay alive is, but we now do have double Predators. Still not very much in the way of anti-vehicle from the Space Wolves. We'll do them in, yeah, okay, they've got the Long Fangs on the back lines. Now we're going to go for the Las Cannons there, which have got quite impressive range and damage potential. That's just coming still alive, but they will need to spend some money on getting their squad members back up. And yeah, with the power of the Silver Spire and their repositioning. So that was quite a intense engagement for both players. Both able to push each other back, but then the moment they were able to push the other person back, then restabilise and then push. Yeah, that makes any sense. Fighting defensively is usually easier than fighting offensively. That's what I would say. Either way, we do have a Demon Prince of Zinch on the way. A mutated hulls for increased health on the Predators. What do you got? You've got bags of money. You've got bags and stacks. So what's the plan for you then? Somehow got more squad cap than humanly necessary. And no vehicles. So you've got all this money. May as well start expanding your vehicle cap. That would be what my thinking would be. Try a gun to it. Taking a couple of shots off on the Practicus Coven as it comes on in over into here. But one thing is that the Chaos Gate infiltrates everything around it. So you can try and do a base trade, and you won't be able to. Can't see it. Bit of a pain, I know, but such is the way of the Space Wolves. They hide amongst the sand. Can't see them. We'll attempt to take on the acquired gun turret, which is actually pulling back the entirety of the Space Wolf army. Don't think it's necessary for that many. It's the Demon Prince of Zinch, which is a fantabulous looking one. Look at him. Glorious. Powerful fist. Always goes for rock in a game of rock, paper, scissors, this kid. And yeah.
There's too many of them.
Mighty fine stuff. Practicus Coven has taken out the turret. And we'll just slowly float away. That's okay, they've got the money. They can just rebuild it. It's no problem for them. And they are going for a Wrath of Majalna. That's how you pronounce it. Majalna. Absolutely, Mr. Landshark. And no one in the comments will say, hang on a minute, you don't pronounce it that way. Oh, blimey. By the way, Predators are now shining pink. It's always good to see. And what is the engagement going to go like? I think it's going to go much like how it did before. Thousand Sons are going to get some explosive engagements if they're able to get all their units in the correct position first and foremost. And if they don't win it within like the first 20 seconds, that the Space Wolves are going to rally, use their general durability, and then start pushing the Thousand Suns back again. Definitely need to make sure that those Long Fangs and their las cannons are not doing their things. But we shall see. You are... Oh, you're just a Land Raider. Why confuse me with such a confusing name? Right, well, there you are. And that might be a bit of a thorn in the side of the Thousand Suns. That is quite a beefy tank. They've only got the one tank, but it's quite beefy. Also, you know, how is your vehicle cap and your squad cap the same? Is that why you've gone above? Right, okay, that makes sense then. Yep. So they can have as many infantry or vehicles as they want, but they both share a squad cap. So there we go. Now away comes the Demon Prince of Cinch. He needs to make sure they absolutely focus on the correct thing. First and foremost, Salt Storm, of course, chasing after the Predators of all things. Probably not the ideal thing, because now the Long Fans have to try and run and keep up with the Predator. But just the sheer amount of Space Wolves has forced all the Thousand Suns backwards. I suppose it's not helpful that they've put half their army over here and half their army over here, which allows the Thousands to basically choose to blast through one side rather than take both on at the same time. Now going to take some pot shots off over here. Grey Slayers will now get a face full of the Demon Prince. Predators with a whole smoke full of twiddling glass cannons. Trying to break through the wrath of Maljanar. Long Fangs with all their plasma, not plasma, their las cannons are causing issues. Repositioning all the chosen River Marines to get nice and close and personal with all the infantry. There's two battles going on. Whoever wins one has a much better chance of winning the other. One Predator goes down. We do have Araman the Exile mincing on over with his powerful spells. And it seems that the Space Wolves have won this summon engagement. The Thousand Suns have won the northern engagement. So tit for tat here, boys and girls. New Prince Cinch has gone down. Araman the Exile bringing in some big booms. And more booms over here, I imagine, with his ranged attack. One Predator has survived. There's Maljanar, which chills up all these guys. We do have a Terminator Wolf Priest. It's quite impressive. And I do quite like it. Araman the Exile has put the explosives over there, so we'll slow these guys down to engage the middle battle. Oh, Suns there. If you don't smash up all this, they are going to be flanked. It'll be a real pain for them. Plenty of heavy infantry in the form of Terminators on both sides. Skyrmical Terminators. The second over here as well. Lightning being brought in by the Rune Priest. The Rune Priest? It is the Rune Priest. Space Wolves, they've got the number advantage. They're also blowing pink for some reason. Can't imagine it's good. Or the Thousand Suns. Maybe it's Araman the Exile doing some crafty magic. Who knows, but either way, that's an army wipe more or less for the Thousand Suns. We also have Maljanar causing some issues. His people need him, he's going to float up into the air before then fading away. Oh wait, that was quite an intense engagement. Very rare that you see two separate fights going off at the same time. Oh, we've got Lehman Russ. He's ready to teleport in as and when he needs to. But the Prosperator, powerful tank, almost double the size of that Land Raider, and sending him backpacking like no man's business. But can this one super tank deal with the Space Wolves? Space Wolves have again separate themselves into two armies, so maybe potentially now the Space doing all in. The Lehman Russ takes their prisoners, practically punching the Prosperator. Porotin says GG. The GG is reciprocated. I'll tell you what, boys and girls, that was a very exciting match. I would normally break down what happened and what I think of the match. However, every second I'm conscious is pain and I want to sleep. I tried to sneeze, so I'm not going to. But I will say thank you so much, Korn Champ, for sending that game into the Discord. And if you want to support the channel, have a look at the old Patreon. £1 a month gets you once a game a week. And there is also a Discord where Discord things happen. Links in the description as always. And, oh, hold on, can't leave. Don't watch this. Oh, that was a shotgun battle. Okay, fair enough. Ruined my exit. Why not? See you in a bit. Peace.